The Tennessee Home Inspector Standards of Practice states that home inspectors are required to test overhead garage doors using normal operating controls. It also states that home inspectors are required to report if the door reverses when meeting reasonable resistance. Now that's very subjective. What is reasonable resistance? Is it 15 pounds of pressure? Is it 30 pounds? Is it 50 pounds? What's reasonable to one person may not be reasonable to another. What we want to do is operate the door and test the reversing mechanism using the manufacturer's instructions for doing that. Now these are the instructions for this door that I'm looking at now. This instruction actually says to lay a 2x4 flat on the ground and close the door on it to test the reversing mechanism. This is part of Dasma Protocol. Dasma is a national testing organization, but they have a test standard for checking overhead garage doors. And part of that standard, part of the protocol, is to do the 2x4 test. You lay a 2x4 on the floor, you close the door, and if the door touches the 2x4, it should reverse if the reversing mechanism is working correctly. That's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to operate the door, closing it on this 2x4, and let's see if it reverses. Okay, so this door passed the reverse test. We closed it on a 2x4. As soon as it touched the 2x4, it reversed. This did exactly what the manufacturer is looking for. Now, following Dasma Protocol, you actually have a checklist prior to doing the reverse test. If there are any components that are faulty or have any issue prior to doing the reverse test, then you actually stop the test and you say, you know what, we're not going to perform the reverse test because there's a chance that something's wrong. Let's say a spring is broken or maybe one of the wheels is off track. If that's the case, then part of that Dasma protocol is to say, okay, are we checking the springs, we're checking the components, is there an issue? And if you answer yes, there's an issue there, it says don't perform the reverse test. So it's a process of elimination. Basically, you take away chances for there to be an issue prior to doing this last reversing test. So this is the Dasma protocol. This is what we want to use when we're checking overhead garage doors.